What is we talking about, boy? What is we talking about? I was on Twitter with my brother. I tweeted my bro because Ice Cube said, yo, if you guys don't like that I got Trump to talk about investing $500 billion, then have a nice life. And I like that. I was like, I retweeted it. And I'm like, yo, talk. You know what I mean? And then my brother was like, yo, I get the sentiment, but I don't really think Trump would have actually done it. You know what I mean? And he shouldn't have done this like right before the election. And I understand that sentiment. I understand that. But when people ask, would Trump have really gone through with the platinum plan? Or was that just a lie to gain votes? The answer is both. What is we talking about? Would Trump have really done the platinum plan? Here's the thing. People think Trump is a racist. I don't think that's the case. Hear me out. Let me talk. People think Trump is a racist. The thing is, in America, narcissism plus power looks a lot like racism. Let me talk about it. In the United States of America, narcissism plus power looks a lot like racism. You got to understand, Trump wants one thing: worship. What is we talking about, bro? Trump wants one thing, and that thing is to be adored. Trump wants adoration. He doesn't care where it comes from. When people say, oh, Trump won't denounce white nationalists, Trump refuses to denounce white supremacists. Of course he refuses to denounce them. Not because he's racist like them, but because they're worshiping him. And that's what he wants as a narcissist. That's what he feeds off of. Praise and adoration. He would do the same thing if the Black Panthers were worshiping him. He'd say, you know what? They're really good guys. They're really nice to me. They don't say mean things. You have to understand, Trump is 5 years old. He's a 5-year-old trapped in a 70-something-year-old's body. He doesn't have ideologies. He's not consistent. You know what I'm saying? He wants praise and adoration. You got to understand that Donald Trump, with the First Step Act, reversed the racist policies of Bill Clinton. Trump doesn't have an ideology that he sticks to. He just wants praise and adoration, and he doesn't worry about where it's coming from. So would Trump have done the First Step Act? My answer is I don't know. He didn't do the wall. You know what I'm saying? That was his main thing that he was running on, build that wall, right? He didn't do that. So who knows whether he would have done the platinum plan. I'm going to tell you this, though. He has a better chance of doing it than Joe Biden is. Am I saying that Trump is the lesser of two evils? No, he's not. Trump is going to get us back in the Iran nuclear deal, which is going to be brilliant. Joe Biden is the lesser of the evils. I don't play the lesser of evilism game, so I didn't vote for either of them. My vote is for Howie Hawk and Angela Walker. Salute. What is we talking about? But when you say Donald Trump would not have done the platinum plan because he's racist, you're confusing racism for power and narcissism. Power plus narcissism looks like racism in the United States. Power plus narcissism looks like racism in the United States. But there is a difference, boy. There's a difference. It doesn't matter who is worshiping Trump. Trump will invite you in if you give him adoration. I don't care if you're Lil Wayne. I don't care if you're Kanye West. Hey, Kanye, come to the White House, right? And you can say to me, oh, just because he invited Kanye to the White House doesn't mean that he's not racist. Right, but you got to understand, bro. Trump doesn't like poor white people either. You got to remember, the great philosopher of our time, Dave Chappelle, he said, I know that rich white people call poor white people trash. And I know it because I did so well last year that a bunch of white people told me they call poor white people trash at a cocktail party. You know what I'm saying? Like, Donald Trump does not like his supporters. He doesn't like that his supporters are poor people from rural communities. You know what I'm saying? So When people say Trump is racist, I think that they're confusing racism for power plus narcissism. Anyone who's willing to worship Trump, he will say, you're a good guy. He'll say you're a good guy one day and call you a bad guy the next day just because you switched your position on who he is. The day you stop worshiping Trump, he is not on your side anymore. It's not that he's for or against the black community. He's not for or against the Latino community. He's not for or against the white community. He is for any community that's willing to worship him and give him unadulterated loyalty. So getting back to the Platinum Plan. Would Trump have done the Platinum Plan? I don't see why not, and I don't see why. When you think about he made $250 million in grants permanent for HBCUs back in December, and he's reversed with the First Step Act a lot of the racist policies implemented by Bill Clinton. He didn't have to do that, right? This was back in December. This is way back. You know what I'm saying? Am I saying Trump's not a racist? I don't know the man personally. But racism to me is not hatred. I'm way past that. Racism is a socioeconomic investment in one race to the detriment of the other. Shout out to Dr. Mark Lamont Hill. I think that Trump hates poor blacks and poor whites and poor Mexicans equally. Key word is poor, not black. Trump wants to bump shoulders with the wealthy. That's Trump's brand. The closer he is to the poor, the more he's probably tempted to realize that he should have been poor with how broke he is, with how many bankruptcies he's gone into. Trump doesn't like the poor. He doesn't care if you're poor and white, if you're poor and Native American. That's what you got to understand. So would Trump have done the Platinum Plan? I don't know. I definitely know that Biden is not. And I hate saying that because now it makes it seem like I prefer Trump to Biden, which I don't. I think Trump is far more dangerous because he's narcissistic. I mean, Trump asked, why do we have nukes sitting around that we're not using? That's somebody that needs to be out of office. So I agree with that. No cap. Don't at me. I'm not a Trump supporter here. I'm saying when you say that Donald Trump would not have done the Platinum Plan because he's racist, you're forgetting that if he is racist, he's far more narcissistic than he's racist. If Trump had a whole bunch of black people, if Trump had more black support than white support, he would do whatever black people said because it's support that matters to him. After he gets out of office, he's still going to be doing rallies. After he gets out of office, I guarantee he's still going to be doing rallies, just rallying up his base because he loves the adoration and worship. That's Donald Trump. That's Donald Trump, boy. So who knows if he would have done the Platinum Plan or not? You know what I mean? Trump wants adoration. It doesn't matter where it comes from, what community gives it to him. He will support you if you adore him unequivocally and turn your brain off. If you're willing to turn your brain off and never criticize him for any of his policies, then Trump is for you. He'll say, oh, this is a great guy. I had great conversations. Oh, this community loves me. I have love in the black community. I have love in the Latino community. And he really believes it. He's a Kool-Aid drinker. He drinks his own Kool-Aid. These are facts. So I don't know. You got to give me evidence when you say that Trump didn't really want to do the Platinum Plan. If he thought that this would cause people to adore him more, I think he would do that executive order or try to get it passed as quickly as possible because he wants power. Julian Lawrence, what up, boy? Respect. That is that after he's out of office, he's going to jail, boy. And he's going to get all the adoration he wants. Bro, yo, I really think, I'm one of those guys, bro. I'm one of those guys that they call stupid because I think Trump could really end up going to jail. You got to understand. And people think, oh, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous to think that Trump could go to jail. Bro, you don't mess with the IRS. The IRS will pack you up. The IRS pack up wealthy people. I would understand if you said, oh, he's not going to jail because he's the president and he bombed a couple of innocent countries, right? I would understand that. Like, the country is that corrupt. But the IRS will pack you up, bro. They packed up Wesley Snipes and they put him in the same cell as Martha Stewart. The IRS will pack you up, bro. These are facts. You don't mess with the IRS. And Trump is in debt to the IRS. He's being sued by the IRS. I think that's one of the big reasons he wants a second term. But I'm getting off track now. I just wanted to hop on here and say, to answer that question, would Trump have done the platinum plan? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I think if he thought that doing that would garner such an amount of support that it would add to the support and adoration that he already has, I think that he would go for it. I think people confuse Trump for being a racist because he's a powerful narcissist. Powerful narcissists in America always seem like they're racist because the majority of the population is white. Trump is just a powerful narcissist, bro. Trump used to kick it with Snoop and Mike Tyson. Remember when he was opening his casinos? You know what I'm saying? He wants to bump shoulders with, Don King and people like that. Doesn't matter what your skin color is. If you care about money, if you have a lot of money and you're willing to adore him, he's on your side. I don't know whether he's a racist or not, so don't hear me saying that. Bunch of people about to at me for this one, but that's what it is. It is what it is. I'm heading to Taco Bell. I know that's nasty, but I feel like I need a Gorita Crunch Wrap. Love.